Namaste. I'm Dr. Shweta Chaudhary, Assistant Professor in Mewar University. So, in this, we will learn about organization change and management under uh, organization behavior. There are various levels of change. Change can affect various level within an organization. Like first is strategic level. Strategic level basically it's a major shift in the direction or focuses on organization. There are also structural change. Structural change basically has in modification to the hierarchy or the way work is organized. We even organization change even have process level means change in operational process or procedure. Cultural level helps in alternation in organization culture, value, and even in behavior. There's some goal of change also, like the ultimate goal of organization change is to improve efficiency, adaptability, and overall performance in a competitive environment. Now we will discuss the forces of change. There are various forces which helps in change. First is external forces and some are internal forces. So first of all, we will discuss the external forces, and external forces include the first is market conditions. In market conditions, we will discuss like factors such as economic downturn, increased competitive competition, or even technology advancement pushes organizations to release their strategy and adopt new methods to stay relevant. In technology, it is basically we can say that rapid technological advancement can force an organization to change the system, tools, or the ways conduct business. Uh, Globalization is also a force for change, like the global marketplace and international regulation can create pressure on organizations to expand, rethink their strategy, or even adjust their operation to meet new demand. There are some political and legal factors like changes in law, regulation, political environment often forces organization to adapt whether by receiving policy or by adjusting to new legal framework. There are some internal forces like first a leadership change. A new leader may bring new priorities, a fresh vision, and a strategy that requires organization change. Even internal forces, even workforce dynamics also included internal forces. It means like change in the skills need on or expectations of employees, or even generational shift can drive change within an organization. Even organization performance is internal, comes in internal force. Like if performance is lacking, a shift in direction or culture or operational approach might be needed to improve result. Now we will discuss the managing plan change. So basically, what do you mean by plan change? First of all, we will discuss this. Plan change basically refers to a structural or deliberate approach that organization use implement change. It's unlike reactive change. It is basically a planned change or thought out in advance and follow a well-established change. There are some key steps in managing plan change. First, to identify the need for change means this involves conducting an assessment of internal and external factor to determine why change is necessary. Then we have the second is develop a vision. It is basically to create a shared vision that clearly outlines the desired outcome of the change and how it will benefit the organization. Then we have design and plan to change process. This basically helps into develop a roadmap for how the change will occur, what resources are needed, and what steps should be taken to minimize disruption. Then implement the change. So basically to execute the change by aligning resources, setting clear expectation and communication, thus communicating the steps to be taken. Finally, we will monitor and evaluate the plan change. In this, it is basically a continuous access to know the effectiveness of the change process ensures the goal are being met and making adjustment if necessary. Now we will discuss resistance to change. So whenever change happens, resistance is always there. in employees. So resistance to change basically refers to the way in which employees or a group resist, avoid, or hinder the change process. It is a natural reaction to change, especially when the outcome or the implication are uncertain. There are some reasons also for resistance. First is fear of unknown, as the employee may feel anxious about the impact of change on their roles, responsibility, or job security. Loss of control is also there, like change may disrupt established routine, making employees feel powerless or less in control to their work. There is even lack of trust. If employees do not trust leadership, or the intention behind the change, resistance can grow. Poor communication always leads to resistance to change, and if the reason for change may and its benefit are not communicated clearly, misunderstanding can cause resistance. It should be dealt properly, like the communicate effectively, like keeping the lines of communication open, clearly articulate the reasons for change and address any concern. Involve employee. So this we can say that it include employees in the change process through feedback, consultation, and participation to create a sense of ownership and minimize resistance. Provides a step-by-step approach to implementing and organizational change, focusing on building urgency and creating a guidance, coalition, and security short-term wins to maintain momentum. Then we have this other ADKAR model. This model basically focuses on individual and organizational transition by guiding employee awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, and reinforcement as they navigate the change process. Now we will discuss the workforce diversity and inclusion. So basically in globalized world, organizations are increasingly focused on creating diverse and inclusive uh, workplaces. So this requires a cultural shift, even training and change in policies to ensure inclusivity. We will discuss the agility and flexibility. So organizations are under pressure to be more agile and responding to market changes, customer demands, and competitive pressure. This has led to a shift towards more flexible organizational structure and decision-making process. The last but not the least, the sustainable and CSR, also known as corporate social responsibility, means modern organizations are also focusing on environmental sustainability and social responsibility, which may require changes in corporate strategy, supply chain, and production method to reduce their environmental impact. Work stress occurs when the demand of a job exceed an individual ability to cope effectively. It is often linked to work overload and unclear expectation and conflict. There are some common causes of work stress, which is first one is heavy workload, means excessive demand and tight deadlines can overwhelm employee. And second one is role ambiguity, because there are some organizations where unclear expectation and undefined role can lead to confusion and stress. The third point is lack of control. A lack of autonomy in decision making can increase stress level. And the last, poor interpretation of relationship, means conflict or poor relationship with colleagues or supervision can contribute significantly to stress. There's some effect on stress on employees, like stress can lead to decreased performance, burnout, absentees, and physical and mental health issues also. There are some stress management strategies. At first, we will discuss it at organizational level, means it encourages a healthy work-life balance with the flexible work schedules, working hours, or remote work. It even offers wellness program and counseling services. It even fosters open communication, and it even provides leadership support. At individual level, we can say time management and prioritization should be there, and it engage in stress reducing activities such as mindfulness, exercise, or hobbies, and seeking professional help for peer support when needed. Finally, I would like to conclude that organizational change is essential for adapting to both internal and external pressure, and managing change requires careful planning, communication, and strategies to overcome resistance. Thank you.